As we go into this spring's calving season, we're bound to have that situation where a young cow, probably a 2-year-old, will need some assistance at calving time. And as we provide that assistance and hopefully save both the cow and the calf, the question will go through the rancher's mind: is this likely to happen again to that same cow next year? Should I put her on my book as one that I should cull next fall after weaning takes place? Well, those are really pretty difficult questions to answer because we've spent quite a little bit of money so far in developing this young heifer and eventually as a 2-year-old cow, and we hate to just go ahead and turn her loose because we had a little trouble with calving difficulty this year. Research done clear back in the 70s at Colorado State University gives us a little bit of an indication of what we might expect in terms of the repeatability of calving difficulty in young cows. They were using Hereford cattle back in a report that came out in 1973. And they looked at the repeatability of 2-year-old Hereford heifers that had calving difficulty one year and the likelihood that it would happen again the following year. The repeatability is a calculation that they made, and it was only 4.5%. Well, let's go into what that number really means. What they found was that the heifers that had calving difficulty this year, only 11.7% of them had calving difficulty as 3-year-olds. Now, the heifers that didn't have any problems as 2-year-olds, 7% of those still had calving difficulty as 3-year-olds. So there was only a slight difference between those that had calving difficulty the 1 year and repeated it the 2nd year. One of the things that did show up in that data set that's pretty important was there was quite a difference in the percent of calf crop weaned between the heifers that had calving difficulty as 2-year-olds both years, both when they weaned their calves as 2-year-olds and weaned their calves as 3-year-olds. And so that tells me then that heifer that's having calving difficulty as a 2-year-old is going to be more difficult to get bred back for the following year if we have her in a defined calving season. All of this adds up to the management suggestions that I think can help us do the best job of reducing the risk of calving difficulty in those 2-year-olds, and that is to develop that heifer properly so that she's in a good body condition at calving time. Something around a 5 to a 6 in our 1 through 9 scale. 4's too thin, 7's too fat. And then breed her to a bull that we know something about the birth weight expectations of his calves. We want those heifers, of course, bred to low birth weight bulls to reduce the possibility of calving difficulty. So as we put this together then, I think we want to think through this whole heifer growing program to have the smallest percentage of them that have calving difficulty, and therefore will make more productive cows throughout the remainder of their lifetime. Hey, we look forward to visiting with you again next week on Sunup's Cow-Calf Corner.